Hello. Hi, Jara.
Hello. Hi.
Cracking me up. You've been cracking me up. One of these days, I'm going to go live before we go live, just so you can see how funny Jara is.
You're funny too, dude. We should have like a show on a stage.
We should be like Cheech Chong, dude.
That would be funny. We could be like why not?
Why not?
Susan Jara.
I always knew you'd become something someday.
Right.
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Why can't I see people?
Hello, Bat Mom.
That's weird.
Can you see what? You can't see the chat?
I can't. Oh,
I
wonder if no, that's weird. I wonder if it's because I'm on my other account. I'm gonna go out and come right back in, okay? Because I think I'm on the wrong browser thingy. I'll be right back.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about dreams tonight, guys. So I'm excited about it. I'm pretty good at dreaming. I'm a dreamer. Hello there, Val Southwest. Is it Southwest? I don't know. I just said that. Let's see here. Anybody? Does anybody have any crazy dreams that they'd like to share? I've got a few little factoids about dreaming. So back in the day, they always used to say, oh, when you wake up and have a nightmare, oh, it's just a dream, silly, go back to sleep. Well, it's not just a dream. So dreams are your subconscious mind bringing something that needs attention forward to you. And like I always say, your brain, your subconscious speaks in metaphors. So you got to figure it out. It's coded. And don't you just love those metaphors, life that you have to figure out in life? And so all the people in your dreams that you see are people that represent aspects of yourself or that are familiar to you. Your dreams are like mirrors. It reflects your inner soul and your innermost feelings about the world and about the people around you and about yourself. So every single dream has a meaning and a reason for coming forth. You should never discount your dreams. Oh shit, I forgot Jara's back there.
I am. I'm here. I'm so sorry.
I did that. I always get mad at my sister for doing that.
Hello everybody. So I the thing that interests me is like how I know that everybody's so different with the dreaming, because I feel like I'm like a dream weirdo. I'm a dream weirdo because they actually have. I'm a awake weirdo also. So, but for me, like dreaming for me feels like it's like my second life or what have you, you know. And I am able to improve on things in my dream, which is weird because I'm not actually doing it for real. Although I read today that doing something in your dream is basically like really doing it, or which I'm not really flying, but it's at least I know that I don't give up on my trying.
Don't give up
because my flying skills are on par.
Your flying skills are on point. Yeah.
Yeah, they are
Yeah,
on
I
point.
have a theory about flying, and I was just telling them in another show, my theory on flying. Like, I think that a certain group of people, a certain something special about a certain amount of people, a certain group of people that always fly in their dreams, because not everybody does it. And I'm, how
Right.
I'm just beginning in this work, so like I'm gonna conduct a little experiment over the next couple of years, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out what it is about you flyers, because I do not fly. I do not fly in my dreams.
I don't think I've always flown because no, I haven't. Um, I used to fall like from
I fall in
um
real life. I mean, I've always fallen in real life. I even perfected my fall. Like as I got into my 20s, like when I was drinking and falling, I would like
uh
roll into my fall. I'd like make it look
oh,
pretty.
buddy, you have always fall. You have always fallen.
Yeah, I've always, especially when I'm wearing a dress. Um,
Yep.
I want to ask you
Yep.
guys, if you can fly in your dreams, can you put a what color heart? A blue heart. Put a blue heart or whatever heart, just a heart in the chat. I want to see who can fly in their dreams. Who flies on the regular basis in their dreams,
I don't know
so that I can
how
put
do
you
I
in my
put a heart?
experiment.
I'm like, I don't know how to put a heart in the chat.
I don't know
Can we
how to
just
either.
say,
Maybe you
well,
can.
you
If you
know I
can't,
do.
shit, maybe just put I fly and I'll be good with that.
I fly. I
I
fly.
fly. Did we
I
not say
fly.
say hi to anybody? Did we say hi to everybody?
Hi,
Hello.
everybody. Thank you for being
Welcome.
here. I heard a
Welcome.
quote on a
Hi,
woman who
sister.
was talking. Hi,
Sorry.
sister. Who was doing a TED talk on lucid dreaming, and she said that her friends gave her a hard time about how much time she had dedicated in her life to
To dream.
something that has to do with dreaming, and said, "Well, if I'm going to spend a third of my life asleep, why would I want to be asleep through my dreams too?" And I was like, "Word."
Mm. Whoa. Whoa. Yo.
Right.
Um, it is. It's like, you know what? It's psychological, you guys. This is facts. I'm not making this up. Um, you remember a little guy called, a good old guy. What's his name? Sigmund Freud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he wasn't right
That
about a
mo-
lot of. Actually, he wasn't right about a lot of things.
Right? That mom, I'm afraid of heights too. So like when I first started flying, I remember being scared. I was scared and afraid, and I would try to hang on to things like trees and stuff. But now I'm like I was able to get over my fear of flying in my dreams, and I got better at it too.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat in just a second. Also, I
The
want to know
thing
who
I
lucid dreams. Who else can lucid dream in here, and who has it come naturally to, and who's been able to teach themselves how to lucid dream.
I've gotten better. I've improved things because I'll give myself tasks. For example, I was telling Suze that I read that you can't read anything in your dreams. Like if you and I've tried it and I've done it once because I've heard that before. So like if you're dreaming and you write something on a piece of paper or whatever, you can't read it because dreams are coming from your subconscious mind. So if our subconscious minds they didn't learn how to read. That's something that we were taught just recently in civilization or whatever. So so yeah, you can't read in your dreams because if you do, it wakes you up.
It'll wake you up.
I'm
It
going to
comes from a
challenge that.
different part of your brain, because a different part of your brain will have to work.
Right. But but people that are lucid dreamers, they have activity in the part of their brain that other people don't have activity in when they're sleeping. So I'm going to try to read something and I will let you know how it goes.
I was asked in the podcast before this, what would happen if you wake up a sleepwalker, and I don't know. I mean, I think you get. I think it's fine, because you can't like die from waking up from a sleep. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think it's fine. I think you can. Maybe not though. Don't listen to
It
anything I
might
say.
be a
Do your own
myth.
research. This is just an entertainment, guys. So,
Right.
um,
Yes, please always like do your own research. We are not
yeah,
doctors and this is not medical advice.
yeah. I am not a doctor. I want to look it up really quick.
So,
Okay.
here's some fun facts that I wrote about myself and fun facts about my dreaming. So, if there's anybody in the chat if that has something in common with my dreaming, please share, because it's hard and rare for me to find somebody that dreams as strangely as I do. Actually, only 20% of the population of the world can lucid dream or are lucid dreamers. So
Really? No, I bet you it's more
yeah,
than
it might be. It might
because you
be.
know how people are like,
Right.
waking
Right.
up. Wake up,
Yep.
people.
So my fact number one about my dreaming is I always remember at least one of my dreams. Yeah. And I always dream. I if I don't remember, like last night I dreamt, I don't remember the actual plot or whatever. I remember the feeling. Like, I don't know. Ooh, we have somebody in here
We
with
do.
us.
And I wanted to
Yay!
tell you, this is one of my favoriteest people in the whole wide world. Okay, ready?
Hi, Ben.
His name is Ben. He's fascinating.
Hi.
Oh, I love fascinating people. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm so happy to hear.
Hi.
Okay, I want you to hear Jara's dreams, because this shit is crazy. Just listen. Just listen. And everybody
So-
and anybody, if you have anything in common with Jara's dreams, I must know. I'm doing an experiment
All
on it.
Okay, so second thing, I've been having vivid dreams for as long as I can remember. And I can remember my dreams for a long time. So, most people, the dreams start to fade. And I don't remember all of them for a long time, but I have dreams that I remember like that it was a memory and I don't ever forget it. I'm able to, like I said, improve my skills in my dreams, like flying, trying to find certain things. So
So
I have, what was that?
can I ask you, when you fly in your dreams, do you feel do you flap your hands and do you feel in your open hands like this? Do you feel the wind underneath it? Because I
So
do that sometimes.
And you feel the wind?
Yes. Not
So
the
it's
wind, but I
changed.
can feel the flapping part.
Right.
We've got a flyer.
It's changed for me, actually, because when I first started flying, I likened it to being in water. So yeah, like how
Exactly.
if you're in a right, yeah, and
Exactly.
it's like you go like that, and it makes you go up. Yes, that's how I started out when I started flying. Sometimes I had dreams like before I actually kind of was doing the water thing. I used to have dreams that I would start to float, and I still do that sometimes, even though I can fly. Where like in my dreams I was always trying to grab onto stuff because I was going to float away, and
Yeah,
that I just felt light. But now I fly. Like I was just showing Susie a video. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Raised by Wolves. I think it's like on HBO Max or something. I fly like the android.
I've seen that. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
I fly
thing.
like the android that screams. How
Oh,
she just
really?
goes, yeah, and then I can circle around. I've just recently taught myself to circle so that I can see like a 360 view, but I don't actually. I just go like that. Like I don't. Yeah, so it's and I can actually because I get lost a lot in my dreams and I always lose my car and stuff in my dreams too. I always fly up so I can like scan the parking lot so I can see where
Wow,
my
really? What
yeah,
do they
that
call
happens
those
often.
androids on that show?
Oh, I can't remember. She's like a
Oh,
service
man.
not a service
No. It's like, I don't know, but she destroyed everything.
yeah,
But
I know.
whenever,
Now I want to learn how to scream like that.
yeah, really, huh? So whenever, so you learn to float in your dreams, and whenever I had dreams of flying, I have to push down to keep myself afloat. So it's like a direct opposite because you have to try to
used to have
stop
to do
and
that.
float. What's that?
Right. I said I used to have to do that like at water, like you'd have to push down in order to go up, and like
Yeah.
I don't, it's just not like that anymore. And it's not floating how I fly now. Like I sometimes will float, and that's like a feeling of where I literally can't help it and I'm trying to grab onto things cuz
She
but
can't
when
stay on
I
the ground.
right, but when I
Yeah.
fly, I just lift off. I don't have to push off. I
Wow.
don't have to I just go up, and then like I said I can go up to however high, or cuz I have actually gotten over my fear of how high I'm flying by try cuz it's scary cuz it looks real and it feels real. But now I go up higher than I used to go.
Did you
And
have a wow? That's okay. Wow, that's kind of making me think about. I don't know. It's a feeling like maybe I have that's happened to me. I don't know. Like
probably. And it's weird because it's like when I get tired too when I'm flying a lot, like if I'm going, like I dream a lot that I'm going from one place to another and it takes forever to get there. So like I have to like come down and like chill and then I go again, and I get tired, like physically tired, even though I'm not really moving. I'm just like going up. But the thing that I've just recently been able to do, because I get lost, before I couldn't like look and like see everything around me but stay in the same spot, but I can do that now, so I can get like a, you know, a 360 view of what's below me.
yeah.
And it's fun. I love dreaming. Going to bed's like cool beans for me. It's cool beans for me. But it's weird. I don't know. I'm super aware of my trying to improve my flying skills. So I feel like you know, they say that your conscious mind isn't at all awake, but I don't know. It's how do you like, I don't know how you improve that. And then if they say that your dreams are kind of like your way of working through the day that you had, well, didn't have a day where I fly, like I flew anywhere. Like, so I don't know,
You're right.
you know, what the significance is of me dreaming that
Understand.
so often, right?
So
And
what?
it's like it's often
So most of your dreams are about flying.
I fly in almost every dream, yeah. And they're not about flying necessarily, but that's how I like go places, or it's just like part of a lot of my dreams. I like to show people that I can fly, because I like show off. I know that's not like me because I'm not a show off, but in my dreams I do that.
Really? Yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
I did that
Yeah.
too. I did.
Did
I
you?
have done that. Yes.
Yep. And people
I,
are like, wow, she can, like, other people aren't flying. It's just me.
yeah.
And then I've had people, really tall people, that try to get me, that try to get me when I'm flying, and I have to fly higher or more, what's the word?
Hmm.
Like I have to like plan it, or I have to look at certain like things so I can know where to go, because I often have dreams where really tall people, they try to grab my feet and pull me down, and I'm like, nope. So that's one of the reasons actually why I taught myself to fly higher, because I didn't want those people to get me. And yeah, I had to get, like, they can only be so tall, you know,
Yeah.
but they
I don't
are
know how you
taller than
teach
people.
yourself that.
They're
How do
the
you teach
giants.
yourself that?
Okay, wait.
How
What did you just say about giants right now? The
Hold up.
giants?
Hold up. Hold up. What's that,
how do
man?
I teach myself that?
You dream about giants?
Yeah, well, there are giants that are trying to jump up and get me. Yeah, they're tall, very tall people that are like way tall as like building, not buildings, but as tall as like
Like Attack on
I
Titan?
Do you guys think there was
uh
giants? Do you guys think that there could have been
I do.
giants before?
I do.
I
I
would.
I
do.
do. I believe
I'm
in
starting
giants.
to.
Yep.
I really am
I
starting
do.
to. I'm
Gosh,
starting to think that
I do
all of
too.
that shit is real.
I do too.
Man, I'm thinking like not all of that shit, but most of it, really.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
A lot
Like,
of
I
it
yeah,
think
you're
it's
right.
true.
Yeah, you're right.
is real.
I think it's true.
Like,
And
I mean,
I think, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say that that I think it's real, and I think that they need to look more in. I think there's more to dreams than it
Yeah.
just helping you rehash your day. There has to be,
Yeah.
because I feel like I have a purpose in my dreams. Like I'm always like either
Yes,
trying to
man.
like escape something or like help people, like um and I was asking Susie, I wonder how my brain, because I've only flown in an airplane like a handful of times, and it's been like a long time ago, and I definitely wasn't a window seat person because I cried. I'm afraid of flying. So I wonder how I'm able to so like accurately like create a satellite view of like an aerial view of like places and places I've never been, but it looks so real. I'm like, how does my brain do that when I don't, it's not like I fly a lot. And I don't
Well, I know
stare at
why.
satellite pictures all the time.
Because you guys, I want you to know this is a fact. This is a fact. Your subconscious mind is all knowing. It is aware of everything, like things that you don't even know you're aware of. So your subconscious mind is putting that map there for you, is putting that view that knows where all the stuff is in the streets and places where you've probably never even been before. You can picture in your
Right.
dreams, only, in your dreams. I guess in your waking life too. You can do anything. You can do anything that you can do in your dreams in your waking life, but it's we like I don't want to get into that because it's kind of crazy. It'll kind of get a little bit crazy, but we're a lot more amazing than I believe that human beings are a lot more amazing than we're led to believe. We are
Oh, we are
probably the
for
most
sure.
amazing being in the whole universe, but we've been led to believe that we aren't, because that's how they can keep us
Right.
without our
I
power. Because if
agree
we
with
had our
you
power, can you imagine?
1,000%.
Yeah.
I agree with you a
Yeah.
1,000%. You know what else is interesting is like there's a difference in like when I am airborne, I will say, because like sometimes it's
Airborne
flying, sometimes
in flight.
I yeah. Yeah, it's because sometimes I'm flying and I'm purposeful about it, and like something I've taught myself. And you asked me how I teach myself. Is what I've taught myself recently, because I get physically tired if I have to go a long distance. I've taught myself how to fly to where I want to go by looking at it and focusing on it, and then I do something and I just zoom fast to where I'm like where I want to be. It like so I'm zooming in on things like now, which is easier
So,
and less exhausting. So
so
yeah, and then
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's address this little gem here that my
yes,
sister
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
put up.
it's just
So I do remember. Like I mentioned. I don't know if it was this show or Mog's show a minute ago
oh my goodness.
that I sleepwalk at from time to time in my life, but I don't remember anything about murder. I do
No,
remember being woke
she's
up with the butcher knife in my hand, making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's scary.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
that's
remember
that's
the bacon
Bat
part, but
Mom.
that sounds a lot like me. So I
hold
can't.
on. Wait. I'm making
No, that's
connections
Bat.
now.
Like what? Tell
That's
me what
Bat
you mean.
Mom that was saying that, or that's your sister's.
Oh,
Bat,
I thought that was my sister said that.
no,
Okay.
Bat Mom
Oh,
said that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe me and your sister have a little something in common because, yeah, butcher knives, waking up with butcher knives. That was probably scary for my parents, don't you think?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I did sleepwalk as an adult, like within the past, okay, I guess it's been like 15 years now. And I did make it out of my house and I did make it to my car, but I didn't have my keys. So I was trying to, but I didn't go anywhere. So,
I've slept to eat. Like I've woken very vague, but I kind of remember it. But I was like kind of asleep because woke up and there was like cookies and it stuck to my
oh yeah.
sheets, which is
So
terrible.
you guys know that when you're Jara, I don't know if you know this. I told everybody else, but when you come across a sleepwalker, it's an excellent opportunity to to like
Talk to them.
give them a positive suggestion, or you there. That's the deepest state of hypnosis you can be in.
Yeah.
See,
So
and
yeah,
I
you
should have
you
told
can
Noah, like,
access
hey, bud,
anything when someone is like that.
you want to clean for your mom for the rest of your. And my son used to sleepwalk. And it's funny because, when he would try to talk, he couldn't actually like form words. So he would just be like, and that's how I would know he was asleep, because he couldn't actually say his words, or he would forget how to do things like open a door. He tried to open the door by sticking his little fingers under the door and like pulling on it. I was like, no, there's a doorknob. But so another thing about like real quick, and then I'll be done with my thing. So
Let me just say, I'm just taking down
Okay.
everybody's dreams because I'm gonna go through as many as I can and see what I can figure out about them. So I'm trying to write down whoever puts their dreams in the chat. So go ahead.
So
Go ahead. You guys.
a couple of times in my dream, I not a couple of times, like several times, but not like as common as when I just fly. I was like a spirit in my dream, and I knew I was a spirit. I actually, one time I came out of my body and I tried to get in a helicopter with a Brady Bunch of people in Las Vegas, and I got separated from them, and so I had no way to fly back to my body, and I forgot what hotel I was at, so I couldn't find my body. It was like actually really stressful. But I saw this apartment complex, and these little girls were like they're watching their parents were fighting inside the apartment. They were outside because they didn't want to hear it, and I was trying to get their attention. So I figured if I could figure out a way to communicate with them, they could call or go to the hotel, and they could take me in the car, my spirit me, and I could find my body that way. And this dream felt so long, like it was a long time too. I never found it, but I did wake up. So I'm alive.
Hey, let me ask you, is that a dream or an astral projection of yourself?
Thank you, Ben. Ben.
I don't
Ben
know.
lives in
So
my
like,
head, you guys. Ben lives in my head.
I think that I do that because I've actually had a dream or whatever. It felt
It's
like
got
it felt
to be
real.
an astral projection. It can be a dream.
Yep.
If you've actually seen that and you were there and you're willing to be there, but your physical body wasn't there. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Astral
and I've dreamt
projection.
like I was a spirit person, and I was like I could fly through the walls, and I was like just watching people and these kids. I realized that they could see me. And I was like, wow, you guys can see me? And that was cool. And then I also tried to go into a person, which sounds terrible. I don't know why I did that. And
Wow.
it didn't work.
Why?
Well, it didn't work.
Did it work? It didn't work, or did it?
It didn't.
All right.
I think that maybe it was because I wasn't able to like touch or like move things or something. And I thought maybe they could help me like do that. Cause it wasn't anything nefarious or scary.
So what was the purpose? Do you remember?
I don't remember. Yeah, but it was the same dream where the kids could see me, and it wasn't the kids I tried to go. I was like, I tried to go into one of the adults. And I've also had a dream where I was the spirit and I was around my family, and that was weird because I was like, am I dead? Like, am I dead? Am I gonna die? Like, why would I dream?
I don't see any. I mean, I don't have any gifts or anything, but I think that you are trying to be a protector for the kids, to try to go into a parent, to try to
maybe
make them quit arguing, maybe. And then,
well, and like the kids, we were having fun. Like I was playing with them. They weren't afraid of me either.
okay.
Yeah, they weren't afraid of. The dog could see me too. In
The
that
dog
dream,
could. The dogs can see a lot of stuff. Dogs can see a lot of shit.
Because dogs,
and it really did feel real.
Can read your mind. That's why.
Yeah.
Dogs read energy. Dogs are, and I mean all animals. Probably
dogs
Sasquatch.
dogs are bred to read our minds. They really are.
Yep, my dog reads my mind. She knows if I'm even
Absolutely.
thinking about taking her for a walk. She's like, she can, and I try not to make eye contact with her.
What about a
'Cause
bath? What about a bath? Do they not
about
know
about what?
if
What
you're
about
giving
what?
your dog a bath?
Oh,
Do they
Oh,
not know?
they do. They know. I've never really paid
Oh
attention to
yeah,
my
they
dog.
know. They know a week before. They're like, nope,
Right?
this is
It's
not
weird
happening.
how dogs know when their owners are home though before they even come into the driveway.
Yeah,
Like when
that's
they're
true.
like turning down this and they're like way down the street, they
They
like
do.
know. It's so weird.
They
Yeah.
do. Hey, so I have this recurring dream, or two recurring dreams,
okay. Let's hear it.
pretty much. So it's like, all right, I'm always about to graduate college, but I don't have that last course that I needed, so I can't graduate.
Okay.
And I always have these dreams about like everybody that I grew up with from my past. I mean, not my past, but like the people I grew up with in my little small shitty town of Vacherie, Louisiana.
I know exactly what you mean. I came from Flagstaff.
Yeah.
And it's just constant. These same people, all the time. And I mean, I love these people. I haven't talked to them in years, but it's just the same thing. It's like a repeat thing.
Do you
So,
I
dream that
understand.
you're like in the same house that you were in when you lived there a lot? Like even
No,
if the house is in a different city, the inside of the house is that house?
no,
No,
it's
it's just
not
the
about the
people.
house. Mm-mm. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's because I do that, but I'm like most of the time when I'm at home in my dream, it's either a house that looks nothing like my house that I live in, or any of the houses I've lived in, except for it's either a house that is brand new to me and never seen before, or it's my house that I grew up in. It's never like where I actually live or
I've
whatever.
never dreamed that I've been in a house because I don't
Really?
think. Yeah, really.
I
okay.
purposely try to find things in the house. So like I had a dream once and I was in my closet and it was a very nice closet and I was like obviously I had money or something and it felt so real that I
It
wanted
did.
to like find something that I could see that I don't know why 'cause I wanted to find something that I could keep so I would know that it was real. It was almost like I thought I was going to wake up and I'd have it in my hand or something. Um, and I can like I go through the houses and they're super detailed.
Hey, Nikki.
I've searched for jewelry. Hi, Nikki. Um, like just anything that I can do to prove because it seems so real. I feel like I'm somewhere like that's real. I don't feel like it's a dream. I feel like it's somewhere else that's real.
So
So
what? I mean, with dream interpretations.
Okay. So I was going to ask you if you could name if you could name like the reoccurring dream you have or with all those people, those familiar faces, if you could give your dream a name or a title, what would it be? And just think about that for a second.
All right.
And
All
also
right.
I want to know like what is the strongest feeling that you get when you're having that dream?
Mm, wow, that's a great question. All
Hmm.
right. I'm not gonna
And
say a person's name,
a
but
person's name?
I'm not gonna say that person's name. But
Oh, okay.
it's always like it's always about this. Okay, I grew up with this girl down the street. Uh, I still dream about. It. It's crazy. I
maybe
really
she's
do.
your soulmate or something.
Soulmate. Yeah, she's part of your soul family.
No
Hey,
way. There's no way because we haven't talked in a long ass time.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't think
There's
that
some
matters.
souls there are some souls that you connect with
Well,
and
maybe
that
she
are
doesn't
some
know.
souls come with you in every single life. and find you some way, somehow.
To taunt me?
Like, is it evil? Is it bad? Is it bad, or do you just think it's bad? Can we
What?
reframe it to be good?
What?
Is it something bad? Does she make you feel bad?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, no! I was always in love with her.
Okay.
So when I was,
She's probably thinking about you too. I bet you
She
$1
is.
million.
Yeah, you need to find her, or I don't know. Maybe I
I
don't know
would.
what your life is like, but
no. I've been married for 18 years. I'm not
Oh,
finding
okay.
anybody.
Well,
But I mean, I still dream about her. I dream about her last night. I dream about her every fucking night, and it's fucking crazy. I don't want to,
there's a
you
soul
know.
tie. You could either, I mean,
yeah,
it could be an
there's a soul
aspect of
tie.
you. You could be an aspect of her. There's so many different things with souls. You can be in two different your souls. It's that's a
Dimensions,
whole nother show, but your souls can do a lot of things. And a little piece of you is left everywhere. Everywhere that you go, a little piece of you is there too. So you carry pieces with you. Like, these are good things, not like the things that you need to let go, like things that aren't serving you. And it's bad to have attachments, but you do carry these things in your soul.
yeah.
And
I'm not consciously hung up on her at all,
that's cool.
Right.
But
It's subconsciously. There's something that connects you to her.
Well, for a long time, I used to dream, when I would dream about my husband, it would be Brian. And I was like, well, that's weird because I'm not married to him anymore. But then once it started, where finally I was so happy that when I finally dreamt and my husband was my husband, I was like, yes. But right. It has, I think it has, I think that you're connected somehow, and it doesn't have to be like romantically. Like Susie said, you could be part,
yeah.
yeah,
they're in your soul family,
like yes,
or
yeah,
past life
because
connection. Like,
because
yeah.
it's always like you know, it's always like we're gonna date or whatever. I don't even think about this girl anymore ever.
Mhm.
Your
But my
subconscious is, for some reason.
yeah, it does.
Maybe she was your best
My
friend.
yeah.
Maybe you made a pact with her at some point in time, and maybe she was your best friend. Maybe she was your brother. Maybe you were brothers in a lifetime, and you made a pact to like always be and pop up in each other's lives. Because
Or maybe she's visiting you in her dreams because
vows
she's
you
good
make
and she
follow
has.
you throughout all your lives.
You think
And
that she's dreaming about me?
She might. Maybe
if
she's
you dream
coming
about
into
somebody,
your
then
dreams.
it's likely that they're thinking or dreaming about you.
Like, my ultimate goal is to like be able to dream and have a person, me go to their dream or them to come to mine. I don't know if that's possible. Why not? Maybe she's coming to you.
Try it. Let's try it.
No. No.
Oh, Jara.
What?
I like that. I think you could be onto something there. You could. I wonder if you could meet people in your dreams. Who wants to try it? Want to try it, Jara? Keep
Yes,
trying
I
it
do.
every night. Try to like meet me
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay.
Figure it out. We'll figure it out.
But we both have to decide on a place.
Yeah. So like,
Does it work like that? Really?
I have no
Yeah, you
idea.
can do
We're gonna
anything
find
you
out.
mind. Yeah, well, I'll
Right.
let you know. Okay,
You
so
should do
did you figure out
a
what
dream
feeling got invoked?
interpretation spread for him, like you did me, Susie.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
please.
okay. So there's a lot of ways that you can do. Are you serious? My cards are in the bedroom. Okay, there's a lot of ways that you can do dream interpretation. You can do it intuitively. You can do it with tarot. You can do it with the meanings, like the dictionary, all the different meanings that you can find on the internet. The thing is that so your dreams are going to put together a language of pictures and feelings that you will understand. So not all of these meanings are for everybody. And like you might say you see a snake, it might mean something different to you, but you'll know automatically. It's like a special language between you and your subconscious. It's like a secret language. So when you do that, when you pay attention to your dreams and when you try to like lucid dream
I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
Oh, well, maybe. Do you ever control your dream? Can you change your dream?
No, absolutely not.
No.
That's why I have the same dream. I can't control it.
When you're flying, like,
You should
why do
give me
you
a lesson.
fly? Do you fly to, like, get
Why?
places? Yeah, or are you
No,
trying to
no.
get
There's
away
no
from something?
reason that I fly. I find myself flying, and I'm pushing down
Mhm.
to like exactly like swimming. Like
Right.
to, like you pushing down on the water to make
Mhm.
yourself more buoyant. You know.
Right. Yep, I get that.
So
Hmm.
that's how that feels.
Hmm.
Okay.
How high do you go up?
I'm higher than everybody else, but not too high.
Yeah. It gets scary when you start getting way up there. When you
I'm
can
not
see a
really
city.
even scared of heights or anything or being, anything like that. But I just, it's just higher than everybody else, but not too high.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's cool.
But the
Hello.
thing
Welcome,
is,
new people.
Hello, everybody. The thing is what?
Yeah, the thing.
thing is, so I know how to swim and stuff. So when you gotta when you're swimming in water, you cup it, right? But my hands
Mm.
are always spread open like this while I'm flying, and I'm
Hmm.
still pushing it down, and I feel everything, and it's lifting me up. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
So
Um,
some reason, I mean, my brain knows or my dreams know the difference that I'm not trying to push myself up in water. I don't know. It's dreams are crazy to me.
Would you say you fly like Iron Man or a
No,
bird?
no, oh no, no. It's like a glide. It's like a glide that I have to like push down on and get lift back up and glide some more. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what happens.
And you're not ever scared? You don't ever go, whoa, like wake up like that?
No, oh no.
That's cool. That must mean that you've been flying in your dreams all your life.
No. But what does it mean that I always I'm always dreaming that so I have no I'm 45.
Okay, so I really do believe that when you dream about the same people all the time, it's because they have a great meaning to you and there's a reason for it. There's connection somewhere. There's importance there for them to be there.
Is it
Are
connection
you in
both ways always or
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes, we are all connected that way. But
all right.
some of us are connected, by the soul.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say you don't quite graduate. So did that give you feelings of disappointment or sadness?
I mean, it's never gotten to that point, but it's
Oh,
always
okay.
to the point that I've done everything that I needed to do. But all of a sudden I find out that, oh man, I got to do something else. And it's just not there. And then I don't remember any, I don't remember the rest.
Okay. So what it's telling you is about an achievement that you might be wanting to make or needing to make,
Mm,
to call
I
attention
don't
to if there's anything that you want to do that you're not doing, that you're holding yourself back from.
and this is
hmm,
a recurring dream, right?
And the
yeah.
familiar faces
I'm
that you
sorry.
see over and over again, that's like
Mm,
supporting you. They're like support for you. So
really?
this dream isn't ugly. Yeah, it's not ugly. It's just keeps coming back because there might be something you need to address. There might be a hidden passion out there that you haven't even discovered yet. Something that could like put you into a whole new vibration of happiness. So I just keep aware about it, just be like, oh, hey,
Mhm.
just
Is it
notice.
exactly
But I
the
wouldn't.
same, like recurring? Like it's the same exact, like, or it's just the
No,
same kind of subject, or
it's
um,
not exact. Ever.
okay.
Never
I would
exact.
pay attention to the differences that there are in the dream. What happens like when you don't get it? Then it's just over. Like
It
that's
it
it.
doesn't happen. I mean, it's just that I'm not getting it, and that's it.
Hmm.
Really, and that's it.
I would.
And I don't remember
I,
anything more.
hmm. That's weird. I would pay attention to the differences in the situation too, um, because maybe that will kind of give you an idea what it is that you're trying to get that you
I know.
feel
I
like is
know.
just out of reach.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of dreams in the chat, and I could only get so many. So, sister, what were you gonna say? Were you gonna say something embarrassing about me?
Earlier I was gonna talk about you making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with a knife that big. It was huge.
With a butcher
Yeah, that
How old
happened.
was she?
tiny. Probably the butcher knife was bigger than me.
4 or 5. She was small. She was
Oh,
small. Yeah, she
They
was little.
they used to let me do whatever. I don't know. Maybe I was awake.
maybe
No,
like
you were definitely asleep. I remember mom freaking out and we went in there and watched you not knowing what was going on and she just led you back to your room. But after that, she wanted to take all the
Lock
knives
everything.
and put them away. Yeah. And she
I
wanted to
think they
put
locked me in my
locks.
room and stuff.
She wanted to put locks, yeah, on everything because she was afraid you would leave the house.
Flowers in the
Because
attic.
it wasn't like forever. It was just this short period of time you did that.
It's from okay. So
hmm.
sleepwalking comes from stress and overexhaustion. I don't know. I can't see how I was overexhausted at that age, but probably stress, probably.
Hmm.
And
That's interesting because I used to have nightmares when I was the same age. We lived by each other. I wonder, Susie, did you sleepwalk and try to get me with your butcher knife? I'm just kidding. I'm
maybe,
just kidding.
maybe.
I have a vague memory of you, Susie. You tried to spend the night at my house once, and I have this vague memory of you in the hallway, like in the middle of the night, and you were just crying in the hallway. And I wonder if you were
Crying?
sleepwalking.
Was
Yeah,
I awake? I
you were
mean, was this
crying,
real
and you're.
or was it a dream?
I don't know. I think it was real. It's like a vague memory of you holding a pillow and crying in the middle of the night in the hallway.
Wow, at your
And
house? Did your
we
mom
could,
wake up?
yeah,
Wait. What?
yeah. 'Cause my parents were like, yeah, and I think
God.
maybe I don't know if you had a nightmare or something, or I don't know. It's just a vague memory. Aw.
I know.
He
I love
don't
that
want to
guy. He's
leave.
crazy.
He keeps coming back.
Oh, he missed
But
you when you were on vacation.
he wants to be right here in front and he keeps touching everything. Don't eat the
Well, that's weird,
cable.
Jara. I don't remember ever doing that, but I believe it. I mean,
And I know I
whatever
don't
it
know
is.
why, because it's not like you didn't stay the night at my house all the time. So
Yeah, I was never scared at your house. Maybe I
mm-mm.
got possessed.
We should have been. No, my house was haunted.
Y'all
Yeah,
believe in that?
Possession?
I
Yeah.
don't think I've been possessed. Maybe I was. I don't know. My mom thought I was, but
No, you're never possessed. I believe in possession. Yes, I do.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wow.
sure do.
I am 100% subconsciously connected to Keanu Reeves. I had to say it. I have to tell you that.
tell us,
It's
please,
true.
tell us.
It's
Elaborate.
true. I just feel it. I am. He's my twin flame.
He's a really great guy.
He seems like it.
I want to okay, so I'm going to do this for you.
I've said that for years too.
You might know him in a past life. Ben, would you like a reading for your dream interpretation?
Oh,
Would
yes,
you like
ma'am.
Okay, cool. So
But
this is
I
a
don't want to
4-card
take
reading.
everybody else's time up for
It's
sure.
not going to take a long time. This is a fast one.
All right.
So the reason why you might have had these dreams, is gonna come through right now. So at the bottom of the deck is justice. So it has something to do with the truth and with fairness and balance in your life.
Okay.
And so why you had this dream, maybe
Mm,
maybe you had a
yeah.
plan, or maybe you had been expecting something to come.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
What card is that, Susie,
Or
that you're
wait,
holding?
and waiting on something. This is the three of wands, which is waiting
Oh,
on something, putting your plan into action, waiting for your ships to come in, that you're going to have growth and knowledge and messages, and it's a good success card, but not to wait too long. So the reason why you might have had that dream, you might have been expecting something or waiting for something or worked for something, and you were
Mm,
just waiting for it. And the area, okay, so just because you were dreaming about that girl doesn't mean you were dreaming about that girl.
right.
Like
but it's always about her.
she might represent something else. Like she might even
Wow.
represent your
Wow.
wife.
Wow. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
So the area of
Mhm.
life that this dream calls to is your love life, because it's, you got the lover's card in that spot, and that tells me, and it makes sense too. And it tells me that it has to do with like your partner, with your unit, whoever you made a vow to and a unity with. And
Yep.
whenever this card pops up, I say soulmate. So maybe your wife could be your soulmate, or could be.
She definitely is.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
You have a lot of soulmates too, just so you know. Like you don't
Do
just
I?
have one. Yeah. And they're not just your lovers, they're your friends, your best friends, even your mom, it could be your
Your
soulmate. Like
kids, right?
people that, yeah, your kids, you know what? Like these are the people that I told you about before, that are your soul family. They reincarnate with you all the time,
Hmm.
every time, sometimes. So what the lesson to reflect on is the 9 of Pentacles. So again, this says like that you worked for something to get you where you were, and you wanted it to be fruitful,
Hmm.
and that that you would be, that would bring you happiness, and like make sure that you were always okay, and that you were always providing. And the action to take is the Hierophant, and that stands for marriage, authority, rules, traditions. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I think
It
it's not
does. It
just because
does.
that other
What
girl is in
number?
it. I think
Pinnacle?
it's talking about your wife.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
What'd
Mhm.
you say?
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear. Oh, maybe the volume's down. I had the volume down earlier.
I
So,
know
anyways,
I do
that's
that
cool.
all the
Yeah,
time.
that was pretty deep, though. But I mean, I don't know. If it doesn't make sense, it might make sense later. And then if it doesn't resonate, it wasn't. Maybe it just wasn't connecting. But think about it. Just think about it.
All right. Thank you.
And you're welcome very much. And somebody was saying about falling. Okay. Um, willful truth. Is willful truth still in here? Because this person, willful truth, was saying that they always
Uh,
feel like they're flying, but they feel like they're getting chased. Also, she said to escape from being chased, she finds water.
uh,
And what I was going to suggest to people that fall, when you're falling, next time you're having a dream that you're falling, because we all do, next time you have a dream that you're falling, I want everybody to try and fly. Don't wake up. Everybody wakes up before they hit the bottom because they think they're going to die, but you're not going to
right.
die. And so just don't even think that. But instead of waking up before you fall, I want everybody to try and fly up. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Get control of your mind.
I don't
So
fall
when you're
anymore because I
you
don't
don't,
fall
that's
anymore.
awesome.
Like no, because I
Because
can
when you
fly. Because
fall,
I
it
can
You
means
fly.
fly.
that you are
You
out of
fly.
control. You're out of control. You're off balance, and you're unstable. In danger, like insecure, like a lot of things. Like, so when you're falling, all those feelings that it invokes, those are all feelings of being unstable and off balance. Balance is very important, you guys. Balance is very, very important. And chakras are real. I never knew it before, but I mean, after I went to school, I learned, it's energetics, it's physics, it's real. It is real. Chakras are real, and balance in those chakras are very important. It can change, awareness of that can change your whole life. You can become healthier. It just makes everything click. So I want everybody to try and fly. Let's see here.
In my dreams, my daughter can fly with me. She's the only one though. Like,
that's so cool.
Yeah. Like, I used to have to carry her, but now she can fly on her own with me.
How do you lucid dream?
Lucid dream. So you can learn how to lucid dream.
When I was little, I used to have very vivid nightmares, and I taught myself how to change the channel, is what I called it. So whenever a dream,
how?
I don't know. I've just always like been able to do that. I can also wake up from, because I wake up several times during the night. I can wake up from a dream and I can go back and make myself continue the dream. A lot of people can't do that. Like they're like, people say, I just want to go back to sleep and have the same dream, but they wind up dreaming something different. I can continue a dream for like a long time. Well, it feels like a long time anyway.
So continuing a dream, that's very good. That's very imaginative of you, which means your third eye is open. I don't think you're dreaming, like we talked about before. I think that because she wakes up exhausted sometimes and like sore. So like you're doing something. You're going out of your body, girl.
It feels like it.
It is astral projection for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody does it, but not everybody believes they do, which is fine. You know what? You don't have to, and maybe you don't if you don't believe that you do. But if you believe you do, you are, and you do. You go up and you meet with your higher self. Your higher self is all aspects of you from all previous lifetimes, or everything that every lifetime your soul has been to or touched into, and it brings all the knowledge from everything that you've ever learned out of all of your trials and tribulations, and that's your higher self that has all of that. So your higher self is like the all-knowing, knows everything, knows how to deal with everything because it's dealt with everything. And when you go to sleep, you go up there. I say up there because I grew up, heaven's up there. That's just the way I grew up, and it just stays that way for me. So you go up to your higher self and you touch base with her, and she keeps you, well, for me, anyways, you touch base with her. They keep you on track. They keep you in alignment with your purposeful path, because we don't remember shit down here that we've planned out. And I believe we plan everything out before we're born. We have a purpose when we're born. Like everybody has a purposeful path, and you don't have to always go on your purposeful path. So meeting with God and your higher self in the night when you sleep, that makes sense to me, and I like it. It makes me feel hopeful. So that's what I believe. I think, I'm running with that one. I'm taking it.
Great.
And
I can lucid dream.
Have you always been able to?
Yes, for as long as I can remember, but I have to do it if I go to bed thinking about something, like really like about the trip, I have a thing where I plan. I'm a planner, and I like things to go the way I want them to go. So I'm very anal about the road I'm going to take, I'm going to go this way. This is going to happen. I'm going to take this road, and I'll run it through my head at night. And if I go to sleep running through that, it could be Christmas time. I'm running Christmas lists in my head, and I have the Christmas scenario will come through, and I can change it and move around in it. And I know I'm dreaming, and they're not very long, but some point will come out and then it'll end. But if I just dream, those are the ones I rarely remember what's going on unless I write it down as soon as I wake up. And they usually don't make sense.
metaphors.
Right.
Metaphors you have to
Anyway,
figure out.
kind of like the one I told you about.
Today, that one's gold.
Yeah, like that one. I
You
don't
want to
know.
tell them that one? I mean, you don't have to.
No, go ahead. I mean, you can't. I can't even remember what was it.
Hold on, I think I wrote it down.
I told you I don't remember those dreams.
You
I only
said,
remember the other
yeah,
ones.
it was weird. It was kind of weird though. I don't remember the dream
What
part,
was
but I
it?
wrote down what it meant.
What was it?
What? It's not. It doesn't.
Oh! I was in a house that felt like my house, but and we were younger, and it felt like college age. And I'm going through a crowd when I look down and I see my cat, and my cat has been
Yeah.
shaved and colored, hair dyed in this weird
Oh my
pattern.
god.
That is how weird it was. And I was
What pattern was
so
it?
mad.
Things are weird.
Just block colors, like the butt end was one color, and then there was hair, and then the top half no hair in another color. And I was so mad. I can remember yelling, "Who did this? Who did this to my cat? Who did this? Everybody out, everybody!" And I kept saying that, and then that
Mhm.
was the end of it. I don't know what happened to it
So
or what,
the
but
way
it was
she said,
weird.
"Who did this to my cat? Who did this to my cat?" I used that for the title of her dream because she said it so many times when she was telling me it. So that's what we did.
I
So her
remember.
cat, with me and my sister and our cats, like that's our most prized possession. Like that, it's like my cat comes first before anybody in the world to me. Well, I have 3 of them, so they come first. Like, yeah, and she's the same way with her animals. And so something dear to her that meant a lot to her was she was concerned about, and she was deeply concerned about it. She was sad about it and pissed off about it. What was the other thing you were?
This happened the night I came back from the
Okay.
trip
So the theme of
and
this dream was
in
caring,
my own bed. Yeah.
concern, upset, anger, and sadness. And you kind of got a little traumatized about like what happened to our friends getting lost in the forest. So you've been a little
Wait,
bit more
what?
emotional about it. And it's because you were very concerned. And that's why you had that dream. Because you said you had that dream right when you got back from camping.
Yeah. It was right when it was that
So
night
you
that we
had
got
that
back.
dream because you were so freaking concerned. And I watched you. I mean, I watched the whole thing unfold. So you were so freaking concerned and you were so worried about them and you were
Well, I was trying to hold
caring.
Are
so
they
much in.
okay?
I really I was trying not to freak out in front of Moggs because I didn't want to freak him out. So I was really holding a lot in. Also because my kids were there and because Javier was there and he wouldn't understand. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was holding a lot in. I wasn't trying not to, overdo it or
React.
whatever. Yeah, I was trying not
Mhm.
to do that. I
You were
didn't want
super
to
concerned and you
build
were like
the
kind of
concern.
like upset and kind of, I mean, not angry, but you were kind of angry and upset that you didn't get to spend more time with them because you were so concerned with
Oh,
them. You wanted to see them.
yeah, I was
You were,
pissed. I was really mad when we were leaving, but that's what happened. I couldn't stay. I had already made commitment to my husband when we were going to leave and when we were going to get to my dad's house. So my dad already knew what time we were going to be there. There was a lot of factors to why we had to leave when we left, but you have to remember we had all planned to be there by Friday.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
that it was just out of my control, everybody's control. And I know I even heard Papa say today on Mog's show that he had to leave the next day because they had to get back too. You had to stick to our plans when you're traveling
yeah.
and you have things to do.
Mhm.
It's not like we lived an hour away. We don't. And we had other commitments. So yeah, I was all emotions that weekend. Man, happy,
Yeah.
sad, concerned,
And you
scared,
guys, she
angry.
she never
Ugh,
cries. Like she never freaking
I
cries.
know. It's
Somebody could be like
empowering you.
kidnapping me and she wouldn't cry. I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
I cry
And
later.
she's crying a lot lately.
I'll cry later.
I'll cry later. But no, I did. I got pretty emotional and oof. Yeah, it was crazy.
Damn, that's really
So the reason why you dreamt that is because your subconscious was telling you to do not bury that it's okay that you were showing that emotion. So because that's the worst thing you can do for your whole life is repress emotions, pretend like you're not having that emotion. That's the worst freaking thing you can do. You can get sick, you can die from it.
That's why you get like a lump in your throat when you're trying not to cry, because you're blocking your soul wants to speak. It hurts to hold it in. So don't do that. Don't do
Sad.
that.
So when you're being chased in a dream, that's because you have a lot of anxiety or ongoing anxiety. When you're jumping into the water, I don't know if she jumps into the water to get away from being chased, but water is emotion. So you might be being chased by your own emotion, or you might be running from your emotion. So that's something to think about. And when you dream about your teeth falling out, you might not be speaking your truth or living your truth. When you dream about your car going off of the edge of a cliff, anybody car going off the edge of the cliff, that's when you feel like you're out of control.
I only had one of those dreams, and I told you that one too. It's when my mother died. When my mom died, she was driving the car and she drove us off the cliff.
Why'd she do that?
Oh, it's a terrible dream.
Well, I couldn't hear her, but I understood. She looked at me and she was telling me it's okay. We're going to be okay. And when we went off the cliff, we didn't go down. We flew in the car.
What? I'm so jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody flies. Wow. See, I've never flown. Oh wait, I have flown my motorcycle car in that one dream, but I've never flown in a car. I have a weird recurring thing that is just like in the last couple of years I dream about a lot, and it's that I'm chewing gum, and it's like a mouthful of gum, so I can't really talk to people because I have so much. So I try to take it out, but it's like stuck to my teeth and my gums, and so I'm pulling it, but it just keeps like reappearing as I pull it and like throw it away. I don't know. That's like a random weird thing, but
and it's gummy. It's like chewing, or what? What do you mean?
It's gum, like mouth? Chewing gum. It's It's like
I know what it means. It means you're trying to say something, you can't pull it out. Maybe you.
Are you saying something that you really? Are you thinking something that you can't really say, right?
Yeah, that you can't say, right? Maybe you want to say something that you can't.
Absolutely.
You're trying to get it out, but you can't. Then you got to ask yourself what's holding you.
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
That it does make a lot of sense.
Saying that, and if it's true or not that you can't say it, because maybe that's a false belief that you feel like you can't say something, and just say it anyways. Just say it anyways, because people can only stay pissed off for so long, and if they stay pissed off forever, then they'll fall away. They weren't meant to be around you. Right. But still, you shouldn't disrespect people either. So I don't know. There I go again.
That's okay.
Wow.
Okay, what I missed? My daughter came home from work. I had to debrief.
Oh, she did. Okay, so the snake. Who said they had a snake with their head chopped off and that grew back?
Eek.
That is rebirth. That is death and rebirth. That means you've got to chop the head off to grow a new perspective, to grow new ideas. It's time to have new ideas, change of perspective. That's what that is. It's rebirth. Renew. I know I missed a bunch of them, you guys, because they started going really fast, and it was super hard. For some reason, I couldn't multitask. I'm the best multitasker, but lately, I think because of CERN.
Right.
I think because of CERN, I can't multitask as good anymore.
CERN was making me laugh last night. That was. Oh wait, no, that couldn't have been.
I don't know if that was
CERN
as much as the distillate. Whatever you say.
Right, distillate. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun stuff. Distillate.
Oh wait, there was something up here. I think Susie is a sag. Oh, you mean Sagittarius?
I'm a bird.
No, she's a
I'm a bird.
Virgo. She is all Virgo. But
And
I
I
know
so am.
Moggs has to be like
I
my
want to kill myself
husband.
sometimes. I just like want to slap myself.
Moggs has the same holds himself the same as my husband kind of. So I think he's a Sagittarius.
Is he?
And
My husband's a Sagittarius.
Is he?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know that many Sagittarius.
I have my life is
strong-headed.
And they put their foot in their mouth a lot on accident.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Yeah. Like they'll say
That is
something and
true.
it sounds like either like really rude, but they totally didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
It just
they didn't
it
mean it
just
that
comes
way.
out wrong.
They come out.
Yeah.
Well, a perfect example is well, no, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. I want that one back. Never mind.
When you dream about a loved one dying, it just means that they are I lost the word that I wanted to say. They're going through a change. It just means change and rebirth and like change. It doesn't mean they're dead. Like right before Nikki got married, or right before she called me and told me she was getting married, that night I had a dream that I was looking at her in her coffin. And the very next thing that happened, she called me and said she was getting married. Boom, big change.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, thank God you didn't tell me that. Jesus.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So if you dream about an open door, that's like pulling you in, like enticing you to go in. That is to take advantage of what's being offered to you. Take advantage of an opportunity. And it means, and when you see an open door in your dreams, it's willingness. That means you're willing to do something. So if you're having trouble making a decision, if you're going to go or if you're going to stay, if you have an open door or you go through an open door, that means you're willing to do it. That means it's a yes. That means it's a go. How about
what if you have like in my dream if people I have a theme. It's not like all the time, but it happens where people try to push in on my rib cage, and I can't stand that. Like to the point where like I don't like people to touch my ribs in real life because it feels like my ribs are gonna break. No, it's not ticklish. It's like it feels like I'm being crushed by something. So I always wonder if
suffocation,
restriction.
Really?
Well, I can breathe, but it's like they're pushing so hard. It feels like my ribs are gonna break. But, I don't know. I was gonna ask you to hypnotize me. Maybe I was crushed or something in another.
Oh, and also, that's the really true way to find out what your dreams mean is just to ask yourself in hypnosis, and that's when you'll do that. Who could do that? I could do that. I'm a hypnotist. I'm a hypnotherapist.
Really? I did not know that.
You didn't know?
No.
You didn't know?
Yeah. She's very good too.
No, I did not know that.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Really? I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she's
and
super good.
That's my favorite thing to do. I like dream interpretation. I like a past life regression therapy is my shit. That's my jam right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to put your certificates like up behind you.
I've been successful
with I agree.
Management.
Yep. Yesterday somebody told me, they were like, you look great. Like, what are you doing? I was like, well, nothing. My friend just hypnotized me and I just lost weight. I don't know how, because I'm not dieting or anything.
I've been successful with addictions also.
What?
I've been successful with addictions and weight management and
your coaching, like your wisdom on changing your mindset.
You get hypnotherapy, you get coaching also. You can get coaching without hypnotherapy, but if you get hypnotherapy with me, you have to have coaching because you're going to need a little coaching once you make that positive change or accomplish the goal that you want to accomplish. You're going to have to adjust your goals and deal with different things. So you need a little coaching.
Yeah,
Right.
I just made a connection. Okay, all right.
And
She's
The
very, very
title.
good.
yeah, so like Awakening Hearts, I received, I feel that I received, okay, so I had a near death experience and I received a message from God that I was to awaken people's hearts.
So can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
Um, is God the same God as like the Bible God, or is it just a supreme being?
God is light. God is like a light being, and it's not a he or a she.
No, I know. I
Yes,
understand. I
a
understand it's not
consciousness
he or
and
she.
like the source of all creation. So I didn't see God. I heard God, and um, and I got received a message that I know was from the divine to me. The divine.
Okay.
That's what I would say. That I was supposed to help awaken people's hearts because I was doing this other job that I had been doing for 26 years, and it was coming to a weird end. And then I got in that car crash, and then God made me aware that He wanted me to help people elsewhere, and that I
Okay.
was to help awaken people's hearts. That some people would have to awaken abruptly, and that my help would be needed. And I quit my job and went to school and became a hypnotherapist. Well, I became an integrated healing practitioner, so I can learn any healing modality and use it.
I'm just clearing my throat. I'm sorry. I smoke.
So
She's very good. I don't think you realize that how good you
No,
are.
I don't. I mean,
Aw.
I just, this is my first time even really being on the show, even really listening to it, you know?
Yeah, I don't think I've really
Yeah.
told it that much, that like in depth as I just did, but I don't I have nothing to hide. I'm not ashamed. I have no shame, and that's not a bad thing. For me, it's a good thing because I've
Right.
used every experience in my life to strengthen me and make me bigger and better. Like I've used even the worst things that have ever happened to me, I'm not ashamed of because each thing taught me something. I know my worth. I know, it's been a long journey, but I'm gonna
Yes,
do something
ma'am.
with it.
Yes, ma'am.
And like I think like I would rather go to somebody for help that's been through it and accomplished it. Because a lot of people are like, "You're a
Absolutely.
hot mess. How are you gonna help people?" I would rather someone help me that's been through it and accomplished it than someone that never has or doesn't know what I'm talking about.
You are right.
So
You're
Right.
right.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use all that bullshit that I went through to help somebody, to try and help
Yes,
the
ma'am.
world.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have the
So I'm
best
answering a call.
experience. Yeah, it's
And
easier to
everybody
identify
has
with
their
other
gift.
people. Right.
Hmm.
Right. People that say that are ignorant. Shame on them.
They're
That what?
ignorant.
You tell me,
Was
I'll beat them for you.
People that say,
People that say I hate it when people say like, well, you're a wreck. How are you gonna how are
hmm
you
no,
gonna help
fuck
anybody?
those
Or
people. I mean, who the
yeah,
fuck
how are
can
you
judge
gonna do
somebody
that?
else, really? Who the fuck can
right,
really
Who
judge
can?
somebody
exactly.
Yeah.
else? They fucking
So
can't.
the
Exactly.
world needs healing right now. The world needs healing, and those people that say stuff like that are unhealed. And
Right.
you know what? I've learned so much from my school that I can't even get mad or pissed off at those people because I understand why they're doing it. I
Mm-hmm.
understand.
Understand
They
that
have
you
their
can feel sympathetic and you can be empathetic about it, but
yeah,
it doesn't make you mad a little bit.
yeah, a little bit. But
She's
then I
very
realized,
well, she's very good at helping people. Like for me, she's very good at helping me understand myself.
Okay,
Which
but
is really cool
you
because
two guys have been best friends forever, right?
yeah,
Right?
she's my very good
we lost
friend.
touch though. I didn't talk. I
Yeah,
didn't
we
see Susie or talk to her for like 20 years or something crazy.
Okay.
yeah,
So
But
we didn't.
she
So
still
yeah,
knew who you were whenever
yep.
you were
Like
young, and
right.
you're the same person that you are when you were young,
Oh,
right?
I'm not the same.
Yep. Even though you've grown
No.
and changed,
Well,
Yeah, but
I'm the
even
same, but I've
even
grown.
though
I've
your
added
traits
to.
might have changed, you still that same
Right.
person, right?
hmm
Right. Right.
And
Right.
we
Yes.
can
Jara
always
was this little sweet, little quiet, timid thing. You would not guess the child to this woman she has become now, that
Mm.
she has completely blossomed from the little girl that I
Aw.
remember 4 years old coming through the back gate of my our house. You know, she has you have seemed to found your voice, and that's really nice
And
and
Susie
stunning.
has helped. I have no words to accurately express how much Susie's actually helped me find my voice. Um,
So
and
Susie knew
that's
exactly who
huge.
you were. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you babe.
No, go
Uh,
ahead. No, you're fine.
no, go ahead.
Susie knew exactly who you were a long time ago, but you are that same person, but developed with life experience, right?
Mhm.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but my life experience has been a lot, I guess you could say. So,
Yeah,
um,
but she still knows the same person you
she knows
are.
who I am, but
Exactly.
she
But
does, but she wasn't familiar with my problems or like why I was feeling, but she has a Susie had, and I even think that I somewhat have this too. I think Susie has a lot of wisdom and insight that she gets, and it comes naturally to her. And
yeah,
so I don't think that she could help me and like better just because she knows me. Like some people you just kind of they like, okay, for example, and I won't really go into how, but I
yeah,
spoke with Bat Mom and she was talking with me. She doesn't know me at all, and
yeah.
somehow she knew how to like find chief. I don't, it was very weird. So I
There's
don't think
connection.
that Susie, yeah, there's right.
You guys,
And so
nothing is a coincidence. Every person that you
right,
have those kind of conversations, you are meant to have that conversation with. It's meant to
right,
bring insight. It's meant to bring you some sort of knowledge, some sort of awareness. Everybody you meet, even those person you just say hi to that you don't even know, that person has a meaning. That
Real.
person evokes something in you. It's all important. I mean,
right.
we mostly go through our whole lives without realizing it, but once you become aware of it, it changes you and changes your life, and you become very mindful of it. And life has a whole new meaning when you do that. So, like, I encourage it.
I'd like to know a lot more about that.
Oh,
About
it's
which part?
anytime. I mean, that's what I coach.
You should, right.
Transformational change, like making a
What's that,
transformational life change.
Right.
ma'am?
Like what I
Oh,
was just talking about, like you
I
said, you'd like to know more about that.
Yeah,
That's what I coach, is making transformations like that, because when you gain an awareness like that, it's life changing. We're
it
not
is
always
that
like,
big
I wasn't
time.
always aware of anything. I was like a pain in the ass. Uh, I you name it. That's what I was up
Nikki's
to.
all.
And now
yeah. I
look at
see
me.
that. I see that.
You were challenging. You were a great sister. You were just challenging.
I was meant to be challenging. You guys were supposed
Yeah.
to
So,
accept it and take the challenge.
I didn't. I left home.
I know, she's like, peace.
I'm done.
No, but
She's not
I
my
believe I've
I'm
done my job with them.
since there was such a big age difference, I had tendencies to feel like a mom early, okay?
uh,
And so I had a great mom. She had a great mom. Our mom, okay? But I see my mother in a very different light than she did growing up, because my mom for some reason changed as well during that time period and was very hard on her. Um
you know what?
for
Is
whatever
your
Meant to
reason.
be that way.
is your mom very similar to her?
That's what I think.
No,
I think your mom saw
I
herself
don't
in
think
you or
so.
something.
Exactly.
Sometimes,
Maybe.
Exactly.
Uh
yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know,
Maybe she
but
just didn't share that with you guys, but
there
she
did
probably
come.
saw herself in Susie. I think
I look
that's
like
Did
like
you,
the
her.
feeling I got.
did you guys ever think about that? Because the person that you are hardest on is yourself, and the person that
That's true.
you looking at a mirror of yourself with a
Well,
child or something like that. You
to
will be the
me,
hardest
it
on
didn't seem
because you
like
know
that,
your
though.
tendencies.
To me, it seemed more like my mother was very controlling, and
Hmm.
if you didn't conform to her way is the only way, okay, then you butted heads with her. I never did. So went smoothly through that whole time I was in their home, and I felt loved and all of that. But I think Susie was she was her own individual from very little. She had her
Mm-hmm.
own plans and wanted to do things her way, which is not really a bad thing, but that wasn't my mom's way. And I think that's had to, so she kind of what I call the system,
Buck. Yep.
All my
Yeah,
life.
but the system what and yeah, her whole life. And that caused problems because my mother was very old fashioned and she was very strict.
That does make
She was
sense.
she was super loving, and um and everybody around her loved her. But in the home, I think when
She'll tear
Susie
you
came
anyway.
along,
Just kidding.
yeah, when Susie came along, not younger, but as she was developing, in junior high, that oh, it was like she just
It was
Susie wanted to
scary.
do
Have you
her own
guys ever
thing, and
seen Flowers in the Attic? Or
Yeah, I did.
I
no,
love
I'm
that
just
movie.
kidding. It
That's
wasn't
a
that
good
bad.
movie.
Wow.
It wasn't like
But
that.
The
but
spina bifida. Yeah.
I was kind of like the nerd. Okay, so I never did things that were ever questioned. But Susie, she was very popular, and she was social, very social, and I was not. So that also had a lot of things to do with, which is kind of funny. I have a podcast now, but I was not
Yeah, really.
social, you know.
Yeah.
Uh
want me to
I
tell
would
you what it was, sister?
mm,
So my mom was very close-minded and very unaware of how her judgments affected other people. I was born to teach her acceptance. She was supposed to accept me the way I was and love me anyways.
Hmm.
But that was a hard lesson for her. And she learned it. And so we did our job. But
Right.
and I learned from her too. I learned from her too. So I've done my healing, and in doing my healing, I was able to forgive my mom, and my mom was able to forgive me, not in her earthly life because she was passed away already, but I did my healing and inner work to understand it. And that's the key. That's the key. Our traumas, why do you think we have trauma after trauma after trauma? Because our traumas is what we're here for, basically. I know, kind of sucky, but you can't
We
think of
have
it
to
that way.
learn, right?
This is what we're here for. Your traumas is your life lessons and the people you learn them from, and it makes you who you are, and it makes you stronger, and it makes you smarter. And like I said, each life you go to, you take that knowledge with you, and it's really beautiful if you think about it.
So can
Universal
I
kind of
ask
way.
can I ask something?
Sure.
Mhm.
How many lives do we have?
9.
A
No,
lot.
just kidding.
Everybody here on this earth plane right now during this shift that's happening right now
Hmm.
has been here a million times, like 1,000 times. Nobody
All right.
here is a new soul, and nobody here is here. Okay, everybody here is here because they want to be. They were standing in line waiting to volunteer to be here at this
To be
time.
here. All right.
Right now, here and right now, because
All
this
right.
is a
All right.
shift that's happening right now that's never happened
Shit.
in time ever. And so
Right.
everybody wanted to be here during this. And like I just said, everybody that's here wanted to be here and is here for this exact time that's happening. And I've never thought that all my life because I've never wanted to be here. Like I've always been
Yeah,
crazy.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But so I think maybe I was like tricked.
You think so?
I can see that happening. Like I think
You can
maybe
go
like Jara was like,
anywhere
come on,
on
let's go help out humanity. And I was
on
like, no,
social
I'm not
networking right
gonna
now.
go.
You can go anywhere.
Wait,
And what
wait.
my
You
sister just said, they are saying that there is this shift
Right.
happening and people are opening up and becoming aware, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like
True.
huge everywhere. It's
Yeah,
coming. It's
that's
something
true.
It
is
talks
coming.
about it in the Bible too.
It's the Great
So
Awakening, you guys.
it is. It is
It's
the
the what?
unveiling of truths.
It's the
Called the
awakening.
Great
Everybody's
Awakening.
awakening. Everybody's been hypnotized. And some of us are waking up.
By CERN. Fucking CERN.
And yeah, fucking CERN. Anyways. So if you'll notice on like TikTok, on YouTube, on the news, you'll see that people are having more awarenesses. You'll see more people are channeling. You'll see more people are seeing aliens, UFOs. You'll see more people are seeing and believing things about giants or becoming aware of Atlantis and like the Anunnaki and becoming aware of the deceptions and the lies from the government and becoming aware that things aren't in their best interest that
So
they
many
thought.
lies.
So, could we make it clear what your thoughts are about those subjects?
Yeah, I'm a part of the awakening.
Okay.
And I'm proud of it. Yeah. And I'm against the government, and I don't think they're doing what's the best for me.
It's not about the government. I don't want to talk about government, please, because they might shut down your YouTube channel.
I know. That's my jam. I'll make another one.
Right.
but I mean, what do you think about the all of? Is it the media or is it that people are? Okay, so is it the internet that people like us can get together, or is it the proliferation of different strange beings like Bigfoot and aliens are real for sure. I mean, I'm not even going to put Bigfoot and aliens in the same category. I can't,
So the veil is lifting. I might have talked about this on Mog's show one time. Back when they first started making radio waves and radio towers started pulling up all over everywhere in the world in the early 1900s, or maybe before that. Jara knows a little bit more about the timeline. She's like the smart one. And those radio waves, they like dulled our senses and kind of put a veil over things and made it so that we can't see things, made it so that we only see this much of the light spectrum when there's a whole scale of light spectrum that we're not even seeing. Okay.
Yeah, well, that could happen.
So the veil is lifting right now. The veil is, Mr. Lee, the veil is gone. More people are seeing Bigfoot. More people are seeing crazy shit. More people. So I can tell when people are channeling and when they're faking it. And pretty much everybody that I see, a lot of people that I see, I can tell when they're not, but a lot of them really are. Even the ones that sound crazy, they really are getting messages from the ethers.
And a lot of people are afraid to say anything because they think that people are going to think that they're crazy until they find like podcasts where they realize that other people are having the same kind of experiences. And that's why I think podcasts are important, because people,
and that's why we're
once
doing
you start
this, to bring awarenesses, gently,
and
to
once
like
you
bring them
start waking
gently.
up, when you wake up and you're waking up with other people, it's like stuff really starts to move fast. Like weird stuff starts happening a lot more often.
When you're doing what?
when you start waking up and you
Mhm.
start being aware of like
Oh yeah,
how
yeah,
everything
yeah, yeah.
around us is not what it seems, and you know,
I-
Cool.
it's not sustainable for stuff to remain hidden.
No, the truth is
It
coming
has
out.
to come to light, right?
Um, I first became aware of like my spiritual awakening when my mom passed away, and usually that's when it happens, when you have some kind of event in your life.
Yeah,
It'll pop your eye open, and I became aware that we never die. We
Can you
never
talk
die.
about the stages of awakening? Because that's kind of important, because a lot of people don't realize that they've started the awakening because they're not in the part that's like happy. They're in like the dark part.
So yeah, awakening, spiritual awakening isn't like like this is so great and wonderful. It is wonderful, but it is
but it's a
like I can't
process,
even
right?
explain how many times I lost my
Process.
damn mind during this past couple of years going through this. It'll you have it's about going to places within yourself that you don't ever go to, things that you've stuffed down and that need to come out, that need to be released, because the whole world needs to do their healing in order for the consciousness of the collective of all the people to raise. Because look at all the bad shit that happens. Okay, bad shit is happening out there. God never intended for that shit to happen, because there's a
Right.
scale of consciousness, and we were down here in anger and shame when we really are supposed to be way up here in love. So when everybody heals their
that's why
wounds, their traumas, then it raises your consciousness. They stuffed us and kept us down in hate. They kept us down in shame. They kept us down in anger and pain. And that's not what God intended for us to live. We're supposed to raise our vibrations and consciousness. We're supposed to live free and happy, authentically happy. That's why we named this show that.
All right.
To really be happy, not fake happy, real happy.
and we're supposed to like do things and look at things and check out our own experiences, not just, you know, blindly believe what we're told. And that's something that's so like waking up takes effort. It's easier to just lazily accept
Yes.
like lies than it is to try to seek out the truth. Especially when in our society, like trying to seek out the truth or talking about the truth, they have done a really good job of making it to like that's taboo, and you know, you're crazy if you do that. And it's like if for example, like if you take the Bible and people that the prophets or whatever, or the people that received messages, if somebody like that, if that something like that happened today, a lot of times they're given medication and they're told that they have schizophrenia because they're hearing voices.
Yeah. Also, if you take the Bible and think about all the books that's been, cherry picked to put in the Bible.
Removed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Why would they do that?
Subjugation. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Subjugation.
And
how powerful.
And we don't have the ability. We don't have the ability to like want to like find out the truth about something as simple as, you know, like where we live, or like they don't let us do that. We're not allowed to do that. Like we're not allowed to just go wherever. We shouldn't. If we want to like go fishing, we should be able to go fishing. We shouldn't have to get like a license and then we have to like we can only do it like in this area. You know what I mean? God didn't intend for that. Like
No,
you
I
know,
understand.
yeah. So
God
it's like,
never intended for separation the way we have it. Separation is the worst one.
right.
And that's not what God wanted. He didn't want separation. He wanted us. I mean,
And
like
he
I said,
knows
Powerful when we're connected.
yeah, we're all connected. We're all connected. We're all the same, and we're all parts of God. I mean, the same God. Like
he knows the biggest purveyors of disconnection, the media. They really are.
media.
That's because they work for the devil.
Yeah.
It's
Am I
the
not
gravy
right?
train, man. It's the gravy train. If someone says they're going to give you this much, if you just like keep on keeping on with the lies, well, then maybe you might do it because that's, money talks, dude. Bullshit walks.
Not everybody.
Yeah,
So
not everybody.
they gotta find the right people, to
Exactly.
make
Because
up
some
these
people,
fucking lies and shit. And yeah,
right.
I,
Money's not
I wouldn't
necessary.
do it. I wouldn't fucking do it. Fuck money.
I just
I
saw
wouldn't do it.
something with
Right,
Ice Cube.
exactly.
Ice Cube was on there saying that he wasn't going to jump on that gravy train. And who else? There's a lot of people like that aren't going to be a part of it. That aren't a part of it. A lot of them get killed, like flat out.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't fucking do it. I could go work every day like overtime and shit. But you know what? Tomorrow.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
Why would why? Unless if you want to work overtime because you love your job or you need the money, but if
for
you don't,
money, yes, absolutely
right.
money.
Right.
But I need time with my family. Fuck that bullshit.
And that's supposed to be the number one thing.
Absolutely, it is. It is. And money is not fucking. To me, it's not all important. I have enough.
Right.
I don't fucking.
If you think, and it's the way you think about money that brings you more money. If you live in scarcity, like you're not going to have enough, then you're not going to have enough. But if you always trust that you'll have enough, and if you always think of it like it's just money, I'll make more tomorrow, then the money will keep coming in.
Yeah, but think of money as like an item, like marbles. Like what's money right now? We don't even live
Money's
on a gold standard. No, it's not. No, it's not
real anymore.
It's not.
Right.
So
we don't.
Why isn't money different than marbles? Because I don't fucking understand.
It's not. I would say marbles are more valuable than paper.
They
money.
might be.
Gold.
They very well might be.
Gold has. I told my husband. I said I'm going to start buying like gold because, and I don't care if people are like, well, yeah, but the value of gold is gone. To me, gold has the same value always. Just because they assign it a different value because they're trying to like keep it down so they can inflate the dollar. But gold is intangible. It's like you can use it to like, I don't know, if you want to barter or it conducts electricity. Like there's all kinds of tangible reasons why it's worth something.
Yeah.
Right. But like paper money, it's like, what if they come out tomorrow and they're like, okay, everybody, we're not going to do the paper money thing anymore. So, and it doesn't matter how much paper money you have, we're going to assign everybody the same amount of money. And it's going to be, rocks are money. No, or something.
So if they would
do that could happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I definitely know. So if they would say, okay, I'm going to sign if the government says I'm going to sign everybody the same amount of money, would that be cool with y'all?
I don't know.
No, because because money isn't necessary. If you have a society that's living the way that we're supposed to, and we all care about each other and treat each other like we're extensions of ourselves, technically money's not necessary. I don't think so. That's my viewpoint.
But if you know what, my view is, if they pay you in marbles, I want to get as many marbles as I can to make my family comfortable. And that's the end of the story, really.
Yeah.
Right.
You're a good provider.
That's good.
Have to be.
Yeah.
I have children.
Yeah, but you know what else too? You could make it happen with your skills. Like if you couldn't get any more marbles than everybody else, like you could barter.
That's exactly what I mean by it's not necessary. You just got to have a network of people that are willing to work together, and then everybody brings something different to the table. And if you're all giving what you can, and like your part that you bring to the table, and you all share in everything, but you'd have to have smaller communities.
But everybody gotta bring it. Nah.
Yeah, well, right now because it's necessary.
Everybody's got
they make it. they make it necessary to but that's why you'd have to have smaller communities, like this whole,
Yeah,
having
I
entire
understand.
countries. It doesn't work.
You're talking about like a commune, right?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have
Yeah,
to be on a commune, but
I,
yeah.
I mean it, like, or a tribe,
But yeah.
or that's how
exactly,
they did it back in the
exactly.
ancient days.
But in a giant government, it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. And it doesn't make sense either to, like, why do we cut trees down in Canada and then ship the wood to China to treat the wood and turn it into lumber and then ship it back to Canada? That doesn't make sense. Like, they do that with everything. They talk about supply chain issues, but if we just stayed local, we wouldn't have to ship everything everywhere, you know?
We
Yeah,
do have natural
Doesn't make
resources.
fuck.
right. Yeah.
Oh man, you don't know how many times I say that, Ben, when I'm talking with Jara. She like pops so many stuff on me sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, mind blown.
Yeah, I have a weird mind, I guess.
It's a beautiful mind.
Oh,
We could go forever though. We could go forever, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
We could make a show about everything we talked about. We could make a different show about everything we talked about tonight. And I didn't even get to tell everybody about their dream. But
I'm sorry, guys. But if you tune in next week, maybe I'll make a special
well, the main point is
Snapchat
that
funny
like the
video.
awareness of that your dreams are helpful, that your dreams are part of your
Right.
psyche, and that your dreams are bringing awareness to you from your subconscious that is needed. Your subconscious will always give you the information that is needed for your highest good, no matter what. Yeah,
Fried chicken
that's the
before
main
you
message.
sleep might make you have funny dreams, so try it. Like, let us know. It does. Fried chicken makes me have weirder dreams. I don't know why. It must have something to do with, like, like how certain, like, hallucinogens, like, they make your brain release a so I wonder if there's something in, like, certain
Maybe.
foods that does that makes your dreams
Doesn't
more
poultry
weird.
have something in it? Yeah, everything has enzymes.
Yeah, it has something that makes you sleepy. Turkey does, I think.
There's science behind it.
There is. Well, I appreciate everybody coming. It's been like an hour and 45.
It's a really long show. We need to get off of here. We're on the free plan, dude. We can't have like.
You're supposed to keep it to an hour.
Why? What happens if you go over an hour?
Well, we have like 20 hours a month, but we never hit that because we.
Oh, right.
You will hit it fast if you do 2 hours of 3 hours of show.
I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Lee for being the most awesome moderator in the whole wide world.
Yes, thank you very much.
And I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for tuning in and being our friend. Yes. We appreciate our friends.
Good. There's good people on here. We appreciate you. Yes.
They're pretty awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Yep. So you'll see me Sunday. But I don't have a show yet. I have to figure something out tomorrow.
Let's talk about something cool.
I don't know.
Have a mystical show. Let's talk about.
No, my show has nothing to do with your shit. No, I gotta stick to my stuff, but I just don't know what I'm gonna do it on because I could either do another historical or I can do. I don't know. Maybe I'll troll Facebook all day tomorrow and see what craziness is afoot.
I love historical stuff.
Some shows for the future. We're going to be doing shows on near-death experiences, on toe, tarot, and palm reading, on
toe
food, like growing your.
Did you say toe tarot?
Oh yeah, being what is it called? Yeah, toe. There's just such
like self-reliant, working on
so
building a network of.
Well, not toe.
Throughout your life, you hold your posture differently as you go through traumas, and your posture changes, which causes your feet to change. I can look at your feet and tell you
where. Oh, that's the one I don't want to see. That's the one I told you I wouldn't be there.
Oh yeah, she doesn't like. She's feetophobic.
I'm a feetophobic.
Oh.
I was feetophobic till I had to take that class, and it was like a 3-part class because one of the ladies that's like an expert on that, it's an ancient Chinese modality, and she's like
Yeah,
an
I
expert
know.
on it. She invented something about it, so everybody that goes to that school has to take the class. So I had to learn it, and I'm going to use it, and I just added on my belt, guys.
I actually had one of those Chinese massages while we were in Beijing.
Like a shiatsu or what? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
and foot massage. They're like huge foot massage
Like a
people.
reflexology, maybe, or something.
Yes, and that shit hurt, man. I couldn't
You know
It
even
what?
does
walk
That'll
hurt,
after.
clear
huh?
your ass out. It was good for you. That is really great. I'm
The
glad to hear that.
whole tour, it was part of the tour, and you could do it or not do it. But of course,
I can't believe you did
we
It
it. That was
does
paid, so
hurt.
might as well do it. But holy crap.
You're like the
He
way they
he hit
push on
some
it.
point on the bottom of my foot and
Yeah.
my whole side was on fire. I don't know what he did, but
Thank you,
I
everybody.
like went, "Oh."
Good night. We love you all. You used to
Thank
not
you,
let
guys.
anybody touch your feet.
Oh, I
You
know. It
guys,
was
Nikki used
weird.
to slap me across the whole room, like for reals. I'd like fly off, fly.
Don't touch my
Susie
feet. I
slapped
hate
me
seeing people's
once.
feet. Ew, people
I
who wear
slapped Jara
flip-flops
in
all
the
the
feet.
time.
Susie
Ugh.
did. She slapped
Bleh.
me once.
I slapped
Then
Jara. She didn't
she
know
was
that.
like, "Don't tell my mom."
I was like, don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom.
And I didn't. See, I'm a good friend. I didn't
You
tell her.
are. You were probably talking shit. I remember.
I was talking shit. I was talking shit about like, why do you smile like that or something?
Yeah,
I
you were
think
like,
I
how
said.
come you never smile? And
She was just like.
I was sorry though.
That's
I was so
funny.
sorry. I never slapped anybody else after that because it was horrible. I'll never do it again. I'm
Well,
so
see,
sorry.
I was meant to be the one to teach you that lesson.
Holy cow.
Who's Flyby Stew? If you're still in here, I know a lot about attachments. I'm overcoming a lot of attachments right now, like everybody is. So yeah, attachments is a big thing.
Mhm.
That could do a whole show on attachments. We mustn't have attachments, you guys. We must release our attachments. It's holding us back. We can't be truly happy when you have attachments like that.
Carlos
That
Castañeda, the writer dude,
is that the 4 Agreements guy? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's all about attachments. Yes, I use a lot of his stuff in my scripts because it's gold. And I think everybody should have to read the 4 Agreements. Have you read it, sister?
No.
You need
The
to read
4
it. For sure, you need
Agreements?
to read it.
Me or
My
what's it called? The
sister.
4
Oh, yeah,
Agreements?
Nikki's sister. The 4 Agreements. It's like you can read it in like an hour or less.
Oh,
What?
okay. I will check it out.
I want you to read it too. I will buy you one and send it to you. You could read it because everybody in the world should read it.
A Yaki way of knowledge? That guy?
Oh, Yaki. I love the Yaki.
I don't know who I'm looking for. Okay. The 4 ways you said?
Yeah.
The
The
4
4
Agreements.
Is it not the 4 Agreements, guys? Yeah, it is. I think.
The 4 Agreements and the Mastery of Love? Yeah, that's the Yaki.
I'm not sure.
Crap.
That's what's the author's name?
Huh? Mex Connect. Ooh. Whoa.
I hope that I squashed out stuff about dreams. I didn't get to everybody's dream. It was going too fast, but
We can always do a second dream show too.
yeah, we can do a second dream show, and
Or
we'll
an
dedicate it to
impromptu.
just the dreams in the chat.
We could do
part
that for an
2, just the dreams
impromptu.
in the chat. And we won't. Yeah, and we won't. We'll be like, we won't.
Yeah.
Talk.
Oh, that's me. Those 4 agreements are me.
Yeah, they are.
% me.
So basically, I learned them before I even read the book by my sister.
That was crazy. Okay, are we done?
Yes, I have to
Oh.
pack because I have to stay with my mom this weekend. So I kind of didn't realize I've been so busy this week. I just realized that tomorrow is Friday. I mean, I knew tomorrow was Friday, but I like it didn't click until I was like, oh crap, I need to.
You know what? I don't think I'm going out of town this weekend. I mean, I don't think I might be, but I don't think I am.
Oh, really?
So
Okay,
maybe I'll go stop by and say hi to you.
Yeah, actually, I talked to my dad, and when he's going out of town this weekend, that's why I had to stay there. But when he gets back, I would like for you to please come and hypnotize him. And he is because he's in still pain. It's not work. His stuff's not helping.
Ooh, awesome!
So,
I would love to
and I-
hypnotize your dad.
Okay.
Okay, good
And
night,
like
everybody.
I
I'm
said,
gonna
he was
shut off.
hypnotized before, so I think it'll be good.
I got the
Don't go
hiccups.
anywhere, guys. You too, but you guys, I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a
Let's
good
see if I can do
night.
it right. Okay, here I go. Boom.
See you Sunday.
And then
Still
wait a minute.
out there.
Sorry, I'm not good at this part. This part sucks.
Just hit not live or whatever. Just hit it again.
I'm trying.
You have to do it twice. You have to do it twice. Hello. What are you doing?
What happened?
What are you
No one ever sees me,